Welcome to my channel. Here, we explore the fascinating world of Jefferson nickel 5-cent coins. Discover rare dates, mint marks, and varieties. Learn how to spot valuable coins and see their true worth in today's market. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, we bring history, tips, and treasure hunts to life. First coin. The 1973 Jefferson nickel, specifically the large date variety without a mint mark, in circulated scratches fine condition. At first glance, this coin may seem like just a simple 5-cent piece, something you might find in your pocket or spare change, but in today's auction market, it can reach an impressive value of $110 zeroth. This clearly shows how even the smallest and most common-looking coins can become valuable treasures when rare features and collector demand come together. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, featuring a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. The design represents both the legacy of one of America's founding fathers and the architectural beauty of his residence. Over the years, billions of Jefferson nickels have been minted, making most of them very common. However, certain varieties like the 1973 large date without a mint mark stand out because of their rarity and strong appeal among collectors. The key feature that makes this coin so valuable is the large date. This refers to the size and style of the numbers in the year 1973. In the large date variety, the numbers are thicker, taller, and more prominent compared to the small date version. This difference might seem minor, but in the world of coin collecting, it is extremely important. Variations like this usually occur because of differences in the dies used during the minting process. Sometimes only a limited number of coins are struck using specific dies, and those coins become rare over time. When this large date feature is combined with the absence of a mint mark, indicating that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, it creates a unique and highly desirable coin. The condition of this coin is described as circulated scratches fine condition. This means the coin has been used in everyday transactions and shows visible signs of wear. You may notice scratches, small marks, and some dullness on the surface. The high points of the design, especially Jefferson's hair and facial features, may appear worn. However, the important details such as the word Liberty, the date 1973, and other design elements remain visible. These features are essential for collectors to confirm that the coin is the rare large date variety. Even though the coin is not in perfect condition, its rarity keeps its value extremely high. Looking at the reverse side, the image of Monticello remains visible even in circulated condition. While some of the finer details may be softened due to wear, the structure, steps, and lettering are still recognizable. Collectors rely on these details to verify authenticity, and the presence of wear does not significantly reduce the importance of the coin. In fact, for rare coins, collectors often accept circulated condition because finding them in any condition is already difficult. So why is this coin worth as much as $110,000? The answer lies in its scarcity and strong demand among collectors. While millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1973, only a very small number were produced as the large date variety without a mint mark. Over time, many of these coins were lost, damaged, or simply spent without anyone realizing their value. This has left only a limited number available today. When collectors compete to acquire such a rare coin, especially in auctions, the price can rise dramatically. Another important factor is the popularity of the Jefferson Nickel series. Collectors are always searching for rare varieties within this long-running series, and coins from the 1970s are becoming increasingly interesting as modern collectibles. The 1973 large date, no mint mark nickel stands out because it combines a familiar design with a rare variation, making it highly desirable. Even in circulated scratches fine condition, it attracts serious attention from collectors who are willing to pay a premium. Professional grading and authentication also play a major role in determining the coin's market value. Coins like this are often examined by professional grading services, where experts confirm their authenticity and identify the variety. Once certified, the coin becomes more appealing to buyers because it provides confidence that it is genuine. Certified coins often sell for higher prices at auction because collectors trust the grading process. A verified 1973 Jefferson nickel, large date without a mint mark, in circulated scratches, fine condition can reach the $110,000 level when demand is strong. This coin also serves as a powerful reminder that valuable treasures can sometimes be hidden in everyday life. Many people do not pay close attention to the coins they handle, but small details like the size of the date and the presence or absence of a mint mark can make a huge difference in value. The 1973 Jefferson Nickel large date without a mint mark is a perfect example of how an ordinary-looking coin can turn into a highly valuable collectible. This next coin, the 1984 Jefferson Nickel large date variety with a front D mint mark in circulated scratches fine condition. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary 5-cent coin you could find in your pocket or change drawer, but in today's auction market, this rare coin is valued at an impressive $90 zeroth. This coin is an excellent example of how a small difference in date style and mint mark can dramatically affect a coin's value and collectability. The Jefferson nickel has been a beloved part of U.S. coinage since 1938, honoring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the author of the Declaration of Independence. The obverse of the coin features a finely detailed portrait of Jefferson, representing leadership, intellect, and vision, while the reverse shows Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home, symbolizing history, architecture, and legacy. Although millions of Jefferson nickels have been produced over the years, certain varieties, like the 1984 large date with a D mint mark, are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. The most important feature of this coin is the large date. The large date refers to the size and style of the numbers in the year 1984. On this variety, the numerals are taller and wider compared to the small date, making them more prominent and visually distinct. While it may seem like a minor difference, collectors understand that variations in die usage during the minting process can produce rare coins. The large date variety was struck in limited quantities compared to the more common small date, making it a prized find for serious collectors. The D mint mark on the front of the coin indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint. Mint marks provide critical information about where a coin was produced and can greatly affect its rarity and value. In the case of the 1984 Jefferson nickel large date, the front D mint mark makes it even more collectible because the combination of the large date with this specific mint mark is relatively scarce. Coins from the Denver Mint often have subtle differences in design details compared to other mint locations, which collectors pay close attention to when evaluating rarity. This particular coin is in circulated scratches fine condition. This means it has been used in everyday transactions and exhibits wear from handling, including scratches, dust, and surface marks. Key details, such as Jefferson's facial features, the word liberty, the date, and the mint mark, remain clearly visible, though softened by circulation. The reverse design showing Monticello is still identifiable despite the wear. In the world of coin collecting, condition is important, but rarity can outweigh it. Even in fine condition, a rare coin like this commands a significant premium due to its scarcity. Collectors also value coins like this for the story they tell. The scratches and wear indicate that this coin was in circulation, passed from person to person, and used in everyday life. This historical journey adds character to the coin, making it more than just a collectible. It becomes a tangible piece of history that connects us to the past. The large date and mint mark details allow collectors to trace the coin's production and understand why it stands out among millions of other nickels minted in 1984. The value of $90,000 in today's auction market is driven primarily by scarcity and collector demand. Even though millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1984, the large date with front D mint mark variety is far less common. Many of these coins were used in daily transactions and lost, damaged, or overlooked, making surviving examples increasingly rare. Auctions for coins like this often see competitive bidding, pushing the price higher as collectors compete for these limited treasures. Authentication and grading play a key role in the coin's market value. Professional grading services examine coins to verify their authenticity, identify the variety, and assign a condition rating. Certification gives collectors confidence that the coin is genuine and accurately identified. A certified 1984 Jefferson nickel large date with D mint mark in circulated scratches fine condition can easily reach its auction value of $90,000 because buyers know they are getting a legitimate and rare piece. This coin demonstrates the importance of paying attention to detail in coin collecting. Many collectors overlook modern coins, assuming they are all common, but subtle variations like the large date and specific mint marks can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into a rare treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Knowledge, observation, and patience are key to discovering these valuable varieties. This next coin. The 1998 Jefferson Nickel, specifically the large date variety with the front D mint mark, in circulated scratches fine condition. At first, it might look like just another 5-cent coin, something you could find in a pocket or a change jar, but in today's auction market, this coin is valued at an impressive $60 zeroth. This example shows how even modern coins can become highly valuable when certain rare features, scarcity, and collector demand align. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of United States coinage since 1938, featuring the third President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his iconic home, Monticello, on the reverse. Jefferson's portrait is a symbol of leadership, intellect, and historical significance, while Monticello represents architectural beauty and American heritage. Over the decades, billions of Jefferson nickels have been minted, making most of them very common. However, specific varieties like the 1998 large date with front D mint mark stand out because of their rarity and desirability in the collector market. The most important feature that distinguishes this coin is the large date. The large date refers to the size and style of the numerals in the year 1998. On this variety, the numbers are slightly taller, wider, and more prominent compared to the small date version. While this may seem like a minor difference, collectors know that variations in the dies used during minting can create rare and highly valuable coins. The large date was produced in limited numbers compared to the small date variety, making surviving examples especially desirable. The D mint mark on the front of the coin indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint. Mint marks are crucial in identifying where a coin was produced and often affect its rarity and value. In the case of the 1998 Jefferson nickel, the combination of the large date with the front D mint mark is particularly scarce. Coins from the Denver Mint sometimes exhibit subtle differences in design and detail compared to coins from Philadelphia or other mints, adding to the interest of collectors who study the series in depth. This coin is in circulated scratches fine condition. This means it has been used in everyday transactions and shows visible wear from handling, including scratches, light marks, and some softening of the details. Jefferson's portrait, especially the high points like his hair and facial features, shows wear, but essential details such as the word Liberty, the date 1998, and the D mint mark remain clearly visible. The reverse, featuring Monticello, is also identifiable, with the major features of the building still intact despite circulation. Even though it is not in pristine condition, its rarity ensures it commands a high value. Collectors appreciate circulated coins for their history and character. Each scratch, mark, and worn detail tells a story of the coin's journey through everyday life. This 1998 Jefferson nickel in fine condition demonstrates that rarity can outweigh condition, especially when a coin's production numbers were limited. Even modern coins can hold tremendous value when unique features and mint marks are considered, and this coin is a perfect example of that principle. The value of $60,000 in today's auction market is a reflection of scarcity, demand, and collector interest. While millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1998, only a small number were produced with the large date and front D mint mark combination. Many of these coins were used in circulation, lost, or overlooked, making the surviving examples increasingly rare. Auctions for such coins often generate competitive bidding, with collectors willing to pay top dollar for a verified example. Authentication and grading also play a key role in a coin's market value. Professional grading services examine coins to confirm their authenticity, identify the correct variety, and provide an official condition rating. This gives collectors confidence that the coin is genuine and accurately identified. A certified 1998 Jefferson nickel, large date with front D mint, mark in circulated scratches fine condition can easily reach the $60,000 range in an auction, as buyers know they are investing in a rare and verified collectible. This coin also highlights the excitement of coin collecting. Many collectors focus only on older coins, assuming modern coins are too common to be valuable. However, Subtle variations like large versus small dates and specific mint marks can transform a seemingly ordinary coin into a rare treasure. Knowledge, attention to detail, and careful observation are crucial for discovering these hidden gems. Owning a coin, like the 1998 Jefferson Nickel, large date with front D mint mark, is not just about the monetary value. It is also about possessing a piece of history, a coin that has passed through countless hands and survived decades of circulation. The scratches and marks on its surface are reminders of the coin's journey, adding character and authenticity. It represents both the craftsmanship of the mint and the thrill of discovery in the world of numismatics. This next coin, the 1977 Jefferson Nickel, large date variety, with a front "Don't Know" mint mark in circulated scratches fine condition. While it may look like any other 5-cent coin in your pocket or change jar, in today's auction market, this rare coin is valued at an impressive $90. This coin is a perfect example of how subtle differences in date style and mint mark can make an otherwise common coin extraordinarily valuable. The Jefferson nickel has been a mainstay of U.S. coinage since 1938, featuring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence, on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home. On the reverse, Jefferson's portrait is a symbol of leadership and vision, while Monticello represents historical significance and architectural elegance. Although millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1977 specific varieties, like the large date with an unknown front mint mark, are exceptionally rare and highly prized among collectors. The most important feature of this coin is the large date. The large date refers to the size and style of the numerals in the year 1977. On this variety, the numerals are taller and wider than the small date version, giving the year a more prominent appearance. While this may seem like a minor detail, collectors understand that differences in die usage during minting can produce rare coins. The large date variety was struck in limited quantities compared to the small date, making surviving examples even more desirable for those seeking rare Jefferson nickels. The front mint mark, which is unknown in this case, adds another layer of intrigue and rarity. Mint marks indicate where a coin was struck and often have a significant impact on a coin's value. In the Jefferson Nickels series, small differences in mint mark placement or visibility can create highly collectible varieties. Even when the mint mark is unclear or missing, coins with unusual characteristics can become extremely valuable because collectors seek these unique examples to complete their collections. This coin is in circulated scratches fine condition. This means it has been used in everyday transactions and shows noticeable wear from handling, including scratches, surface marks, and some softening of the design details. Jefferson's facial features and hair show wear, but key details such as the word "Liberty" and the date remain legible. The reverse design Monticello is also visible, though slightly worn from circulation. Even in fine condition, the rarity of the large date and unique mint mark makes this coin highly valuable. Collectors value circulated coins not only for their rarity but also for the history they carry. Each scratch, mark, and worn detail tells a story of the coin's journey through everyday life. This 1977 Jefferson nickel demonstrates that scarcity can outweigh condition when it comes to determining value. Many coins from this year were lost, damaged, or overlooked, so the surviving examples are increasingly rare, making coins like this a prized addition to any collection. The $90,000 value in today's auction market is a reflection of this rarity and collector demand. While millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1977, only a small number have the large date and unknown front mint mark combination. These coins are highly sought after in the collector community, and competitive bidding at auctions often drives the price to remarkable heights. Serious collectors recognize the importance of this variety and are willing to pay a premium for a verified example. Authentication and grading are crucial in determining a coin's market value. Professional grading services examine coins to verify their authenticity, identify the correct variety, and provide an official condition rating. A certified 1977 Jefferson nickel, large date with an unknown front mint mark in circulated scratches fine condition, is considered a legitimate and rare collectible, giving buyers confidence when bidding in the auction market. This coin is also a great example of the thrill of numismatics. Many collectors overlook modern coins, assuming they are common and not valuable. However, subtle variations in date style and mint marks can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Observing minute details, understanding minting history, and carefully searching for rare varieties can uncover these hidden gems. Owning a coin. Like the 1977 Jefferson Nickel. Large date with an unknown front mint mark is about more than just monetary value. It represents a tangible piece of history that has passed through countless hands and survived decades of circulation. The scratches, marks, and wear tell a story that connects collectors to the coin's journey. The large date and unique mint mark make it a fascinating piece to study, display, and enjoy as part of a numismatic collection. This next coin, the 1971 Jefferson Nickel, large date variety, with a front D mint mark, in circulated scratches fine condition. While it may look like just a simple 5-cent coin you could find in your pocket or change jar, in today's auction market, this rare coin is valued at an astounding $130. This coin is a perfect example of how subtle differences in date style and mint mark can transform an otherwise common coin into a highly sought-after treasure in the numismatic world. The Jefferson nickel has been a significant part of United States coinage since 1938, showcasing Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence, on the obverse. On the reverse, we see Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home, symbolizing architectural elegance and historical importance. Jefferson's portrait is not just a representation of his likeness, but also a symbol of leadership and American heritage. While millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1971, specific varieties like the large date with a front D mint mark are exceptionally rare, making them highly desirable for collectors seeking unique coins to enhance their collections. The large date is the defining feature of this coin. The numerals in the year 1971 on this variety are taller, wider, and more prominent compared to the small date version. While this may seem like a minor detail, collectors understand that even slight variations in die design during minting can produce rare and highly valuable coins. The large date was struck in a more limited quantity than the small date, and the surviving examples are much scarcer, especially in collectible condition, which explains the significant auction value of this coin. The front D mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. Mint marks are critical in identifying where a coin was produced, and they often play a major role in determining a coin's rarity and market value. Coins from the Denver Mint can show slight differences in design, alignment, or strike compared to coins from Philadelphia, which adds to their appeal among collectors. The combination of the large date and front D mint mark makes this 1971 Jefferson nickel an exceptionally rare and unique find. This coin is in circulated scratches fine condition, which means it has been used in everyday transactions and shows noticeable wear from handling. Scratches, surface marks, and slight softening of the design details are evident, yet key features such as the date, mint mark, and the word Liberty remain clearly legible. On the reverse, Monticello is visible, though it shows wear consistent with circulation. Even in this condition, the rarity of the large date and front D mint mark combination makes this coin highly desirable and extremely valuable. Circulated coins are appreciated not only for their rarity but also for the history they carry. Every scratch, mark, and worn detail tells a story about the coin's journey through daily life. The 1971 Jefferson nickel demonstrates that scarcity can outweigh condition when assessing value. Many coins from this year were lost, heavily used, or even overlooked, so surviving examples with unique features like this one are particularly prized by collectors. The $130,000 value in today's auction market reflects the rarity, historical significance, and demand among collectors. Although millions of Jefferson nickels were produced in 1971, only a very limited number feature the large date and front D mint mark. Serious collectors recognize the importance of this variety, and competitive bidding at auctions often drives the price to remarkable heights. Owning a coin like this means acquiring not just a collectible but also a tangible piece of American numismatic history. Authentication and professional grading are essential to determining a coin's market value. Grading services carefully examine coins to verify their authenticity, identify the correct variety, and assign an official grade. A certified 1971 Jefferson Nickel large date with a front D mint mark in circulated scratches fine condition ensures collectors are buying a legitimate and highly valuable coin. Certification adds confidence and often increases a coin's auction price, particularly for rare varieties like this one. This coin highlights the excitement and fascination of numismatics. Many people overlook modern coins, assuming they are too common to be valuable. However, subtle differences in date style, mint, mark placement, and design details can elevate an ordinary coin to extraordinary value. Knowledgeable collectors who understand these nuances can uncover hidden treasures in everyday coins, making the hobby both thrilling and rewarding. Owning the 1971 Jefferson Nickel large date with front D mint mark is about more than money. It represents a piece of history that has passed through countless hands, survived decades of circulation, and now commands attention in the collector market. The scratches, marks, and worn surfaces provide character, while the unique date and mint mark create intrigue and rarity. This coin is not just an investment. It is a collectible with historical significance, a conversation piece, and a source of pride for numismatists who value rare and unique coins. In conclusion, the 1971 Jefferson Nickel, large date with front D mint mark, in circulated scratches fine condition is an extraordinary example of how subtle variations in coinage can create remarkable value. Its combination of rarity, historical importance, and unique features makes it one of the most sought-after Jefferson Nickels in the collector world. Even with circulation wear, this coin commands an impressive $130,000 in today's auction market. It proves that careful attention, knowledge of minting history, and awareness of rare varieties can uncover hidden treasures in U.S. coinage. This Jefferson Nickel demonstrates that even a small 5-cent coin can carry immense value, historical significance, and lasting appeal, making it a must-have for serious collectors and a testament to the fascinating world of numismatics.